Howdy folks, Tex Grebner here with Tex Grebner Outdoors. This video is on selecting a target for your archery equipment. It can be a block, a buck, or a bag. Before I go any further though, I'm going to say that 3D deer targets do not work very well for novice traditional archers. They're great for compound shooters when you can pretty easily shoot within their kill zone areas. But 3D deer are only strong within their kill zone areas. An $89 river bottom buck from Delta is not the best target for you to start out with, because as a novice archer with traditional archery equipment, you're probably going to shoot low or shoot high, and gradually you're going to shoot your target in half and ruin it. That's the sad truth of the matter. I've done it with a river bottom. I've done it with a Glendale buck. The Glendale buck is in fact an excellent target for compound archery. And once you get more advanced with traditional archery, where you can keep it in the kill zone, it will last a long time. But for right now, we are only talking about beginning archery targets where your wallet ain't that thick and you've got limited space to work with. So, blocks, bucks, and bags. You cannot shoot a bag target with broadheads. Well, you can, but it will severely impact the life expectancy of a bag target. You can shoot a 3D deer with broadheads, but it will shoot through and severely impact the lifespan of this target. And the block targets, even though this is a Delta McKenzie block and not the original Field Logic block, the block targets of the layered foam, though they are futuristic and cool and generally badass, once you start shooting broadheads through a block target, even though it's designed for stopping and withstanding broadheads, it is in fact going to severely limit your target's life. The only upside of this target for broadheads is that you can in fact shoot multiple faces on this target with broadheads, and in doing so you can increase the level of the target's life. All of these targets, by the way, are within the $50 to $75 range of targets. I can't remember what I paid for each of these, but it was no more than $75 post-tax. As a traditional archer, I'm not good enough, and I'll openly admit it, I'm not good enough to where I can shoot at anything but this center past 15 yards for the time being. And so I have almost already worn out this target simply by shooting it through the center face and these two larger targets. Now with a crossbow or a compound bow with sights, you have all these target faces on this one and this one where you can shoot it, but this is a good, light, portable block target made of space-age foam. This is a Delta McKenzie kill zone target. This is in fact a good traditional archery 3D deer vital set, simply because it is strong from the bottom to the top. It's equal thickness, and it also does have multiple target faces. This is a good traditional 3D deer, because if you've got a block and a deer, as many of us have more than just one target, you can elevate this off of the ground and shoot both sides. Now what I will say is, on this side here, you can clearly see where it looks like it's been shot with hollow points, where it's punched out the side. But this is a generally good traditional archery target, as well as being good for a compound target. I prefer, when I can, to shoot at vitals rather than spots. Simply because, just like how bad guys don't have bullseyes, neither do game animals. And so it's handy to be able to pick a spot rather than aim at a spot. In this case, though, this is an excellent value, but it is not perfect by any means. In fact, none of these targets are in any way perfect. They are, however, all affordable. This is a Hurricane bag target. Very durable. I actually gave the one that I had last away because I wanted to have a fresh one for this year. But this, as it says on the big red stop sign, stops crossbows, traditional and compound bow arrows without broadheads. Again, do not shoot a bag target with broadheads. It will almost instantly ruin it. However, this one has vitals on one side, and it has multiple target faces on this side. To be completely honest, this is probably a crossbow target on this side, because for the time being, I may be shooting at the center one with a traditional bow, but I'm not going to be good enough to shoot at, say, this one right here and not have to go look for my arrow for the time being. But it's a good idea to have a vital set, because when you're simply shooting at spots, you forget what a vital set on a deer or an elk or whatever looks like. And so it's actually more encouraging to see, well, I hit it in the lungs rather than, damn it, I missed the whole spot. And so the bag target is my pick for the best value for your money. Next in line is, in fact, the kill zone style target. Don't get into 3D deer if you can help it. Just don't do it. It's nothing to replace for $89 a river bottom buck. But why would you want to buy something that you have to replace every fucking year? That's why I got away from the 3D deer targets, and I've gone to the simple portable kill zone style. But in general, the Space Age style block target of the layered foam is good. All of these targets are good, but you cannot, again, I want to make sure that you know this and you'll remember this. Don't shoot fucking broadheads at a bag target. You'll ruin the motherfucker, and now you'll have to go replace it, or worse yet, you'll lose arrows shooting through it once you've cut the fucking stuff inside. I'm just laying it out for you. You can shoot this with broadheads, but once you start shooting broadheads through this target, it's actually going to not hold up very well. And in this age, you don't really need to shoot your broadheads unless you're hunting, because most broadheads should be the same weight as your field points, and in the end, it's going to work out a lot better. All three of these targets are good values for the money, and all three of these targets serve a purpose. The choice is yours. I hope that this video has been helpful to you in telling you how you can wisely spend your money. As always, God bless all my sportsmen of America. Join the NRA to protect our rights. Please check out my friends over at legallyconcealed.org. Thank you very much to those of you involved in law enforcement, those of you served in the military, and thanks for watching Tex Grebner Outdoors.